All right. Hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Niger once again, and welcome back to System Shock Radio. So, as always, I got some topics for you guys today, and of course, if you are new to System Shock Radio, welcome. If not, welcome back. But if you are indeed new here, we talk about a variety of things here on System Shock Radio, including some nerd stuff, including comic books, video games, some current events, stuff going on in the world. We talk about some pro wrestling, we do some inspiration, so all kinds of stuff. So if that is your kind of thing, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and as well as the like button, and leave a comment, of course, and of course share it with your friends. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about here is that Kingdom Hearts is coming to Steam. And so it was announced recently that Kingdom Hearts is going to be coming into Steam finally. So that's all the Kingdom Hearts games, including Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 remix, which includes Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, and I'll go by game. So 1.5 remix, that's Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and the cutscenes for Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Then Kingdom Hearts 2.5, that's Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and the cutscenes for Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Then the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, that includes Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, and 2.88 or actually Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage, and and Kingdom Hearts Unchained X, which or Unchained Cross, which is supposed to tie into Union Cross, the mobile game, and then finally, of course, Kingdom Hearts 3. All the games, I think I got them all right. I hope I got them all right. Yeah. Dream Drop Distance, cross back cover that is, and then 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage. Right off the bats, for starters, I thought these were already on Steam, already being able to be played on PC, but since they obviously weren't, what took them so long, I wonder? Or I imagine it had to do with like licensing. Obviously, it had something to do with licensing because that's usually just how things go. That's kind of how things are. But yeah, I'm surprised it took them this long to bring the Kingdom Hearts franchise to Steam, but they are there if you want to play them, and you want to access them. Me personally, I highly doubt I will, because I already have them on my PS4. And of course, there is the option to have them on Switch, but those are like the cloud versions, and yeah, no, thank you. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts finally coming to Steam, and it's really good timing as well with more info potentially coming out with Kingdom Hearts 4, the new mobile game. They have the missing link, and and of course the potential Kingdom Hearts movie right around the corner. I think this is probably as good a time as any to have Kingdom Hearts finally make its way to Steam. It came after so long, but again, I wonder what took them so long. But yeah, so he'll be available June 13th. So if you want to pick them up on Steam, I know a lot of people use Steam. Obviously, for a lot of people, that's their preferred way of playing games, is not just Steam, but like PC gaming, of course. Of course, there is the PC Master Race games, but yeah. So if you are interested in picking those up, you absolutely can. And I'm actually also just gonna get prices real quick. I imagine it probably won't be too different from the prices that we're used to, or like prices on like the PlayStation Store and stuff. And I want to see also if they have like the bundle. The all-in-one bundle. That's how I got mine. So it has the actually, I'm not seeing a price just yet. So I imagine price will be unveiled once it actually comes out. But yeah, so that's how I got mine. I wonder if they'll offer the all-in-one bundle, which was all the games bundled together, or that's how I got. That's how I got my Kingdom Hearts games for my PS4. Or I did have 1.5 remix on my PS3, but by the time I get my PS4, I decided to re-get it for my PS4 and then play it that way. And that's how I played the games, finished the games, what have you. Thankfully, I got it while it was massively on sale. Normally, it's like $100. Even then, it's like dropped down. The other thing of interest is that no Melody of Memory, which was kind of like a game released after the fact, a rhythm game. Great. It's recounting the events of Kingdom Hearts. A lot of people weren't feeling that one, but interesting that they didn't throw Melody of Memory on there, unless Melody of Memory is already there. I can look it up real quick, but yeah. So Kingdom Hearts finally making its way to Steam. So pretty cool in that regard. So let me see if Kingdom Hearts. There's Kingdom Hearts series. Nope, just those 3 games. So interesting that they didn't bring Melody of Memory over. But nevertheless, I don't know if I already rhythm games already aren't my thing, and essentially having like a retelling when it comes to the game, and I think would make it even less pointless for me. Is I might skip that one. I've skipped it all this time, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and play that. But nevertheless, so that's that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is that is a potential WWE Evolution 2. So if you remember, not like Evolution the stable, like Triple H, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Batista, stuff like that. No, I'm talking about the Evolution All Women's pay-per-view event that they held one time in 2018, and some people saw it as kind of a consolation prize because this was like, I think it was around when the Saudi deal between WWE and Saudi Arabia and everything was first starting up. So they gave us the Evolution pay-per-view, and from what I remember, it has been a while since I've seen it. Maybe I'll watch it at some point for the channel. In fact, I definitely will, because I want to rewatch it and see my feelings on it so long after the fact. But yeah, from what I remember, pretty solid show, and a lot of people agreed, because for years people have been wondering, why are they going to do another Evolution, and why isn't it a yearly event? Why was it just the one? And the thing is, yes, the women's roster has kind of shrunk by this point, but it's also expanded as well, and you also got the NXT women to pull from as well. But I'm surprised they haven't done a second Evolution pay-per-view. And especially now that multiple people have expressed interest in it. I'm sure they've expressed interest in it for the years, but especially coming up, Bayley's expressed interest in wanting to do another Evolution pay-per-view. I read somewhere Booker T was interested. I'm surprised they haven't done a second one. So, with a lot of names coming back into the fold as well, I think now would be a good time as any to do another Evolution pay-per-view. So how would I book it? Like just real quick fantasy booking. How would I do Women's Evolution 2? For starters, I'd have like all the women's championships on the line. That being, the Women's World Championship, the WWE Women's Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, and the Women's Tag Team Championships, and the new Women's North American Championship. I'd have all those be on the line, and I get as many women as possible. Sadly, they didn't. Sadly, Renee Young / Renee Paquette is out of the picture. So, but if they do have another like female commentator, or like have be all female, like Michael Cole was at the inaugural Evolution event, and I know that drew some criticism, but at the same time, it does kind of make sense. I do kind of get it, because Michael Cole's like the de facto face / voice of the WWE, for better or for worse. So I guess it makes sense, but shoot, should get like all women's commentary team, have female referees, have it be all women, and of course you have Samantha Irvin, and now Alicia Taylor. Alicia Taylor's finally been called up to the main roster, or to do announcing. Have them do the announcing, which I don't think I mentioned it back in my WrestleMania 40 review. But Samantha Irvin is an absolute trooper. Her pretty much doing the ring announcing for WrestleMania's night 1 and 2 for every match. She is an absolute trooper. So all the props in the world, just even more props in the world in respect to Samantha Irvin for that, because that is fantastic. She's like probably one of like the best ring announcers ever. She would bring Lillian Garcia back and to do announcing as well. Hell, they had a moment not too long ago, that being Lillian and Samantha Irvin. So yeah, just have it totally decked out. So hopefully they do have another event, because the first one was, if I remember correctly, was really good, and I'll definitely watch it back for review, so that I can obviously review it for the channel. But yeah, I'm surprised it's taken this long to consider doing a second one, and I think they absolutely should consider doing a second one. But the next thing, speaking of events, and are we potentially getting WWE pay-per-view / premium live events on Sundays again? That seems to be the question. And as a UFC president Dana White, apparently he has hinted at WWE potentially going back to the Sunday premium live event, especially so that the UFC events can be on Saturdays, the WWE events can be on Sunday. It's because they are now under one roof. They're step bros. What are you doing, step bro? But I had to make that joke at least one time. With them being under the same roof, wanting to make as they're trying to put it, like wanting to make the weekend as spectacular as possible for the events, and it's under that TKO umbrella. So that might mean that pay-per-view / premium live events maybe going back to Sundays. Now, it has been a while since WWE has done pay-per-view / premium live events on Sundays. For those of you who are just getting back to the fold and are used to like WWE doing like pay-per-view / premium live events on Saturdays, it used to be on Sundays. Like the events used to be on Sundays. I forget exactly when they fully switched over to Saturdays. I think it was during the pandemic era, where they like fully switched over to like doing pay-per-view / premium live events on Saturdays. But for a while it used to be on Sundays. You would have the occasional like sometimes they would do events on different days. Hell, they did like Taboo Tuesday on a Tuesday, but yeah. So this has caused some interest, debate, discussion, what have you, as to whether or not WWE should stick to the Saturday format or switch to the Sunday format. And on one hand, Sundays had been the norm for a while, as I alluded to a few moments ago. Sundays had been the norm for a while, but Saturdays it feels like things are more freed up on Saturdays. Like people are off from work. Granted, they're off from work for Sunday, but especially if you work like 9 to 5, you're getting ready for the next day. You might not be able to watch it all the way to the end, but with Saturdays you can watch it all the way to the end, and you still got Sunday to go. And stuff like that, especially also when it takes place earlier in the day on Saturday as well. A lot of people did kind of prefer when WWE switched over to Saturday. I know some people were kind of against it when it first happened, and I'm trying to think, when did WWE first start doing events on Saturday? I think it was during like the pandemic era and stuff like that. I think it was like during the pandemic era where they switch over to doing premium live events on Saturday, especially with like the 2-night WrestleMania and stuff. Of now having an event on Saturday, they kind of slowly transitioned into just doing the pay-per-view / premium live events on Saturday. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Me personally, I wouldn't mind either day. Like if I'm being honest, like if like the AEW events, which AEW I think they've rarely once in a while done like their pay-per-views on Saturday, but most are doing it on Sunday. For me, thankfully for like Double or Nothing, I was off on Monday anyway. So it didn't really affect me that much. But I definitely can see both sides. Like some people preferring it on Sundays, some people preferring it on Saturdays. It's me, I'd be fine either way. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. But Speaking of 2 days, WrestleMania is not going to be the only event with the 2 days nowadays, because the next thing we're going to talk about is that SummerSlam's getting an extra day. So, this is courtesy of the W website, and more specifically the corporate W website. I'm just going to read an excerpt here. This article was published on May 23rd, so a few days ago. And this was announced on Thursday. So I'm just going to read an excerpt from here. WWE, part of TKO Group Holdings, in partnership with Minnesota Sports and Events, today announced that Minneapolis will host W SummerSlam over 2 nights on Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd, 2026 at US Bank Stadium. The 2026 edition of SummerSlam will be the first premium live event in Minneapolis since TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs in 2019, and will mark the first time WWE will host a stadium event in the city. In addition to the massive 2-night event, WWE and MNSE, aka Minnesota Sports and Events, will deliver a host of fan and community events in the days leading up to and after SummerSlam. So a couple things to note there. For starters, Minnesota might have lost out on WrestleMania, but this is a very good consolation prize. Also, I'm surprised that they haven't done a premium live event in Minnesota since TLC 2019. That is actually kind of surprising that they haven't been to Minnesota since. I do kind of get it, because like part of that you gotta take into account like the pandemic and stuff like that. But I'm surprised even when W started touring again, they didn't do a premium live event in Minnesota. But also we obviously don't have the news of where SummerSlam is going to be in 2025 just yet. As we know, this year they're going to be in Cleveland, and I imagine we'll get the news of 2025 soon. But 2026 seems to be locked in for Minnesota, and the 2 days is which I'm surprised it took them this long to do a 2-day SummerSlam. And WrestleMania 2 nights. I kind of talked about it way back when I did my 1 night versus 2 night debate for WrestleMania. If you haven't already, go check out that video. I talked about kind of the ups and downs of doing 2 nights, how you can definitely load both sides up, like both nights up, and I imagine that will be the goal. But it also will be interesting to see, and it'll be interesting to see if that will be the norm going forward. 2-night SummerSlam as well. Some people have speculated whether or not Royal Rumble or Survivor Series will be 2 nights. I wouldn't mind seeing a 2-night Royal Rumble. I don't know about Survivor Series, but I wouldn't mind seeing a 2-night Royal Rumble. Or like have the men's on 1 night and then a bunch of matches, then have the women's on 1 night and a bunch of matches. Yeah, but SummerSlam also makes sense. It's the biggest part of the summer, kind of like a second WrestleMania in a lot of ways, which isn't a bad thing, But SummerSlam getting 2 nights, so I'm excited to see what they do with the 2-night SummerSlam. But we'll have to see in a couple years, and we'll see if they carry this tradition out for the other of the big 5 events, I guess. But the last thing I want to talk about is that today, and by today I technically mean yesterday, because this is gonna be going up on Tuesday morning. But today is Memorial Day. So of course the main point of Memorial Day is not just about grilling and barbecuing. It's also about honoring those who are no longer with us, who have of course given their lives to given their lives as fighting, mainly in the armed forces, is giving their lives for our freedom, fighting for our country and everything. So to those who have lost their lives, to families of those who have lost their lives, I want to say thank you for your dedication and for your service. And kind of a quick, or actually, never mind. I am thinking of a different one, but yeah. So for those who have lost their lives, for those who are no longer with us, I want to say thank you for your sacrifice, for your dedication, and for fighting the good fight for our freedom and we love and honor each and every one of you who but nevertheless, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor, or like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see it as soon as it drops. My apologies. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts on anything I talked about in this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.